Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. We are going to be working on our hips, and the only thing that you might need is a block. If you don't have a block, you could also use a book. If you don't have a book, you can make it work without anything. We're going to start this one seated in our cheerleader pose. So, go ahead and join me there. So, both of our legs are kind of at a 90 degree or less than a 90 degree. It's more like a 30 degree here. And you're wanting this right leg to be in front. So we're just going to start right here, and we're just going to come and find some calmness. For some people, this is the only calm we may get all day. So just close the eyes down here, feeling how these hips feel right here in this position. Taking a few rounds of breath. And slowly we'll begin to butterfly those eyelids back open. We're going to do leg lifts both ways. So we're going to lift through the right leg, and then we're going to turn and lift through the left. Bringing your hands to the mat, leaning back just slightly. We're not dumping into the spine. We're just taking a slight lean to counterbalance the weight. And then we're going to lift the right foot up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Now we're going to shift more towards the right legs. Hands come towards the mat. We're going to lift up this left leg, but we're going to hinge from the knee. So we're going to keep the knee on like that for 10. And let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Slowly coming to the other side. So the left leg is in front now. Bringing the hands behind us, shifting slightly back. And let's lift this left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. And we're going to turn around, point towards this left leg, shift the weight into that left just a little bit, and let's lift that right foot up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got this. 9, 10. Whew, beautiful. We're going to come around and come into an all fours position. Once you get here, we're just going to go ahead and take the hips over towards the right. Take your gaze towards that left foot. And the other way, hips go towards the left, gaze goes towards the right foot. And let's do this a few times, back and forth, feeling into these hips. If you wanted to take a round of cat-cow with this, you could do the barrel rolls because those get into these hips the same exact way. Just finding what feels good for you today and feeling into that. We'll take another full round of breath here. And we'll all meet back in our neutral all fours position here. We're going to bring that right leg back and take some pulses here. So we'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leg goes to the side. You can bend through that leg. We're taking a fire hydrant here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leg goes back. Bend through that knee and up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Go ahead and release. Left leg goes back. And let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Shift that leg to the left. You can bend it if you want. Fire hydrant for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Send it back. Bend through that knee and up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Release. Let's go ahead and sit back on those heels. Take a nice little roll of the wrist and take that roll the other way. Beautiful. Nice little shake out of those hands. And coming back forwards. And we're going to bring that right foot forwards towards the top of the mat. Coming in for our low lunge here. Just really sending the hips down and forward here. So taking some pulses, just feeling how do the hips feel? How does that left hip flexor feel? How do those hamstrings on that right leg feel? We're going to push back half splits. And we're going to try to do leg lifts over here. So if you want, you can point the foot or you can flex it in our dorsiflex. Choice is always yours. Kind of find it a little easier to point through my foot. We're just going to try to raise for 5. And I say try because this is massive compression and hip flexor workings here. So go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful job. Staying in this half split for just a moment longer. Maybe taking some pulses here to get into those hamstrings. One more round of breath here. We'll go ahead and come onto that right foot. Tuck those back toes and lift up into our high lunge, arms up and overhead. We're going to bend through that left leg and take some dips here for 1 and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Knee is down. Hands come to the mat and just send that right foot, knee back. We're going to step the left foot forward. Low lunge on this side. Once again, feeling into these hips, so just pressing them forwards and noticing that right hip flexor, left hamstring. One more round of breath. Push back into our half splits. And we're going to try for those leg lifts again on this side, just taking it however you did on the other side. It doesn't have to be some big, huge movement, okay? And let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. And let's take our pulses here, feeling into the hamstrings on this left side. Take one more round of breath here. And slowly left foot will plant, tucking that back toes, coming up, high lunge, arms overhead. And let's bend through that back knee and take those dips. 1, up, 2, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Hands come to the mat. Step it back. Tuck the toes. Send the hips up and back. Downward dog. Take a breath. We're going to walk the hands back to the feet here. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we'll peel all the way to standing. Head and neck come last. Roll those shoulder blades down the back body. Big smile on our faces. We're going to take a big step forward with this right leg. Coming into goddess, so turn on the feet to face the corners of the mat. Lower and down through the hips. You can bring your hands to heart center. Cactus arms. Whatever feels good for you here. We're going to take some pulses. We're just going to do 10 of them. And then we're going to do a hold. So let's pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come up on that left toe. Noticing how that feels in the legs. And lower it. Come up on the right toe. Beautiful. And maybe coming up on both. Seeing how that feels. Breathing. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stand wide-legged. Big star pose. Wiggle those fingers. Yes. Marvelously beautiful you are. We're going to do Skandasana side to side. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. So the first way, hands at heart center on the mat. Choice is yours. We can come here like this, side to side. Okay? If you can go all the way down, we can go all the way down like this. Finding what feels good for you. I've offered you 2 options here. We're just going to do 20 of them, so it's 10 per side. And whichever way you want to go, let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Come on to your booties. Yes, that was great. We're going to come for a reverse tabletop with figure 4 legs. So we're going to get in the figure 4 legs first. We're going to start with the right. So this right knee right under this left leg. Hands behind us. Feel into these hips. Round of breath. And when it feels good, lift up. Maybe allow the head to drop back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Release that right foot. And other side. Left foot comes over. So left ankle under right knee. Feel into these hips for just a moment. When it feels good, lift up. Maybe dropping that head back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Release that leg. Just going to take a windshield wiper here. Beautiful. We're coming in for a wide-legged seat. If you have a block, you can sit on the block. If you do not like wide-legged seat, choice is yours. Otherwise, we're going to take that block, we're going to sit it beside the leg. We're just going to feel into these hips for just a moment here, rocking forwards and backwards, letting these hips get a little bit more open here. We're going to turn to face this left leg. We're going to bend this right leg in. We're going to take this leg over this block. Okay? Hands can come behind. Not a big deal. Pointing this foot, flexing the foot. Choice is yours. I find it easier to point it. All right? And when you're ready, let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, beautiful. Other side. So go ahead. Right leg goes out long. Block beside it, book or nothing. Left leg tucks in. Hands behind us. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. If you stuck all those out, way to go. Go ahead and move that block to the side. We're going to come into our yogi squat. Hands to the front on the mat. We're going to come into a forward fold and back down into our yogi squat 10 times. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, they drop. There's 1, 2, 3. Here's our 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our 8. Whew. Feeling that. 9. One more. And there's 10. Hands at heart center. We're in our yogi squat here. Lift up. Push those elbows into the knees. Oh, a few rounds of breath here. Very nice. Go ahead and sit on back. We're just going to come into our cobbler legs here. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to extend the left leg. Tuck that right leg in. Turn the body towards the left and fold over that left leg. A few rounds of breath here. Gently we rise up. This right hand's going to come behind us. We're going to push up into a baby wild thing, only if you wish. Nice little opening here. Should feel lovely. And slowly, hips come back to the mat. Right leg goes out, left leg tucks in. Turn towards that right leg and fold over the right leg here. Couple rounds of breath. Slowly peeling up. Left hand behind us. Send the hips up. Right arm back. Baby wild thing. Slowly easing back down, coming back into our cobbler. This time we're going to fold. If you want to bring the block here to rest your head on, be my guest. Get nice and cozy into those hips here. If you're not all the way down, you can give your feet a nice little massage. They do not get shown enough love, so showing them a bit of love here is greatly appreciated by your body. Gently, we will peel ourselves up. We're going to go ahead and lean back, hands behind us, and windshield wiper. Those legs should feel fabulous after all that wonderful work we have done today. It's going to be a sizzling summer, isn't it? In more ways than one. Well, I'll just come to a comfy seat, hands at heart center. And we all bow and say, Namaste. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about this series. And I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow.